on The Advantage, we're going to look at how to lose your opponent using contact. And we're going to take a look at one of the players who even KD said was tough to guard in ones, Mr. Mike Beasley. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to The Advantage. I'm Coach Joe, if you didn't already know. Let's look at Mike Beasley. He's one of the toughest dudes to guard, probably, period. He's doing his thing in the Big Three right now. And we shout out to him. Because that whole Lance Stevenson versus Mike Beasley, that whole thing, they shut that down. Alright? I had to come back and look at some of the things that make him such a good player. But we're going to stick with the 1v1. Alright? Because Mike Beasley did his thing in the league. But he's always been more so of a 1v1 player. And honestly, playing ones, you actually learn a lot more about your capabilities skill-wise. So we need to take a look at that. You look at Kyrie's ones with Dev. Even he's explaining it in his video when they did, their whole thing in the gym, that Kyrie is a lot stronger than he looks. A lot of NBA players are scrawny. Like, they're very scrawny, but they're actually strong. The main thing is you want to have good stability. Okay, that's first thing. Have good stability. Most of it is in your lower area. All right, so you want to be strong in your legs. All right, you want to have good core so you can keep your balance. If you do not have that, it makes it a lot harder to embrace contact. You bump them. They don't bump you off your line. All right. So if we're driving and we're trying to get to a spot, well, I want to make sure that I can embrace the contact that you're trying to push on me. All right. And I can also bring my own contact that I can push on you. Michael Beasley does a great job at this. And you know when a player is doing a good job at it because it looks like he's not even trying. As soon as you touch him, as soon as you try to get rough with somebody or try to play really hard defense, right? They eating that up. They're not fazed by that because of their stability. So even with the physicality, right here you see him on his line, right? But at no point do you see him lose his balance. And that's the thing that you really want to pay attention to. He doesn't lose his balance. For somebody like KD and Kyrie, Mike Beasley, this is fun for them. So it's nothing to bump, to foul, to hand check, all of this stuff. And they play right through it. This is what they do throughout the summer. Number 2, play with the momentum. The main thing is when you're trying to play off the momentum is to get your defender to move at a certain pace. So if at any point I want to hit a speed change, all right, now when I hit that speed change, it's going to knock you off of your rhythm defensively. Now if I create contact within that speed change, whether I go slow or I go fast, now with this contact is going to knock you off of your rhythm even more. So now when I separate from you, like a step back, like a fadeaway, this is why the step back is always going to be there. So if you watch players like Steph, Caitlin Clark, even when Steph was small, this separation is always there because they're creating contact first. I have to create the contact first, but I'm also I'm pushing you by going into the body, right? Or even just going to my spot and I'm picking up a little speed, all right? And then all I have to do is number 3, touch you. Okay, this is number 3, touch. So look at this right here. Look at Mike Beasley doing it. Boom, boom, boom. Touch. In most cases, this works. You touch the defender, right? You get the momentum shifting to where they are now going downhill. Now, once I create this separation, I'm in there, right? But here's the thing. Okay, cool. If it doesn't work, right? You didn't get enough momentum to shift for the defender. Even after I touch you and I hit this separation move, this is my favorite thing to do. And this is how you can play with the creativity, you know, as a 1v1 player, or even just as a basketball player in general. What is the move you can hit if this move doesn't work? When you take this step backwards, you don't necessarily have to go into the step back. You take this step backwards and you have to be patient, right? So if I take a step backwards, almost like I'm going into a step back, the defense is going to automatically lunge, contest, step up, whatever the case may be, because they think I'm about to do a step back. Now I have a step through. All right. And this is just something fun, something cool to play with. And of course, it's something you have to practice, because don't just be out here doing stuff you don't even know how to do. All right. But the option is there. So once again, stability, be strong. Number 2, momentum. Play against their momentum. Get their momentum to shift so you can do your Dougie, do your dance. Number 3, get a touch or a bump, which is even better. Bump them, knock them off their line, create that contact, get a bucket. I'm Coach Joe, if you didn't already know. If you do like the video, like, subscribe, all the good things, and I'll be back with more. I appreciate you guys for watching.